In case you guys didn't see, they announced a new Star Wars movie featuring Rey set 15 years after the sequels. I mean, can you believe it? It's absolutely insane. Basically, this new Star Wars movie is going to be set 15 years after the events of the Rise of Skywalker, and it's going to be about Rey trying to rebuild the Jedi Order. I'm actually completely shocked that Disney would try to do something like this. I never thought that Disney was smart per se, but come on, did they really not get a slight sense that maybe, just maybe, people weren't that fond of Rey? I mean, it makes sense to try to milk all the popular characters for all the money that they're worth. Because I mean, hey, if you're not creative enough to make popular characters yourself, you might as well take the characters that other people made and try to squeeze every last nickel that you possibly can out of them. Don't get me wrong, they didn't make good content about the other characters, to the surprise of literally no one, but it makes sense why they would do it. Rey, on the other hand, is a character liked by probably around 4 people, if I had to guess, and one of them is almost blind out of one eye and deaf as a doorknob, so I don't really think it counts, but you know what, they need all the help they can get on that side, so I'll give it to them. My point is that giving Rey more movies shows a complete and utter lack of understanding as to how their core fan base feels about her. Yeah guys, because you know how much everyone loved Rey, so naturally it makes complete sense to bring her back to star in more Star Wars movies, about which I'm positively sure that Star Wars fans will have nothing but good things to say. Now, as for the actual movie, it's going to be directed by, oh boy, I know I'm gonna butcher this one, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. Apparently, her big claim to fame is that she directed the outrageously popular Marvel TV show Ms. Marvel. Now, right now, if you're scratching your noggin trying to recall what exactly that is, it's probably because Ms. Marvel was not, in fact, wildly popular, and actually, it has the lowest viewing numbers of any Marvel product to date. If I remember correctly, it had less than 1 million people watching per episode, which is kind of crazy for a Marvel product. Personally, I sat down and watched the first 2 episodes before I realized that my time would be better used doing literally anything else. So I turned it off and read the Lord of the Rings trilogy for the first time ever, and man, that Tolkien guy really knew what he was doing, just like you would know what you're doing if you hit that subscribe button right now. Thank you. But The Lord of the Rings was actually a very good series, so I would recommend. Anyway, this particular writer doesn't seem to have her name behind any movie or show that was actually good, and the whole reason she's writing this movie is because she would be the first woman of color to direct a Star Wars movie. Well, I'm sold. Basically, Disney is saying that instead of hiring a director who is known for making good movies, they should use this movie as an opportunity to show how woke they are. I don't know about you bigots out there, but personally, I feel like this movie is going in the right direction, and I stand behind Disney 100%. Some of those fascist, alt-right, toxic trolls out there might say that picking someone for a job based on their skin color or gender is racism and sexism, but I couldn't agree less, and as far as I'm concerned, those people belong in the loony bin or a prison. On a different note, Daisy Ridley is apparently super excited to get back to playing Rey, and honestly, she's the person I almost feel the most bad for in all of this. Her career hasn't exactly been thriving since the release of Rise of Skywalker, and wait, she was in Spider-Man 2? When? I don't remember seeing her in there. When did she get... Alright, deep breath. You know what? That's besides the point. The prospect of another fat Disney paycheck probably looked pretty shiny from where Daisy was standing. And, well, to be quite frank, since Daisy did pigeonhole herself into the role of Rey Skywalker, oh, sorry, Rey Palpatine, I almost made a crucial mistake there. She's probably just relieved that Disney isn't entirely done with her character yet. That being said, she's not a bad actress at all, in my opinion, and she unjustly receives a lot of the hate that comes from playing such a hated character. Plus, she's probably contractually obligated to come running whenever Disney rings that sweet silver bell, so I'd be really surprised if she has a choice in all this. By the way, did you know the creator of Segway died by riding a Segway off a cliff? Speaking of Segways, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that we should give this movie a chance and not hate it right off the bat. After all, maybe it's a new dawn for Star Wars. Another chance to right the wrongs of Disney's failures. Well, dear viewer, I am sorry to say that I will not be walking into the theaters when this comes out with any intention of giving this movie a fair chance. After the horror of the sequel trilogy, if Disney wants any chance of recapturing my love for Star Wars, they're fighting a serious uphill battle. This movie can't just be alright, it has to literally blow my expectations out of the water. And to be quite honest, I just don't see too much of a chance of that happening. On that note, if you want to go be reminded of just how awful the sequel trilogy was, you need to check out this video right here, where I go over the 5 worst things about the Star Wars sequels. Thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.